Magandang hapon, Pilipinas. Good evening, Australia. My name is Dwayne Woolley. Sino ka?
Ako si Shanta.
I am 100% Australian.
At ako naman, 100% na Filipina.
We are married! Ay, grabe. Pabebe na ako dahil sa'yo. Nahawa ako sa pabebenas mo.
Wala kayong pake.
Inasal na po kami dun sa Cebu noong March 2017 sa Chateau de Busay. Chateau de Busay. Bonggang-bongga ang mga Filipino wedding.
Kasi yung mga Filipino, syempre, very close family ties. So, syempre, ni-invite halos lahat. Kung pwede lang buong barangay, kung pwede lang buong barangay, tsaka buong batch, buong ganyan.
Diba?
Lahat i-invite.
So, ginawa namin tong video na to para po sa lahat ng Pilipino or Pilipina na gustong makapag-asawa sa isang foreigner.
Makasabi na foreigner. Excuse me, joke lang. Ginawa namin ang video na to kasi madaming nagtatanong kung paano makapagpakasal ang Filipina at Australian.
So we're going to explain it in a very simple, easy to understand kind of format. Before we do explain that, Shanta met someone in Shangri-La earlier, di ba?
Ha! Oo!
Sinong nakita mo doon sa Shangri-La?
Nakita? Nakausap.
Nakausap at nakita.
Naparaya. Si Danalyn Bartolome. Hi, Danalyn!
Panoorin niyo yung video niyan sa channel ni Shanta. May YouTube channel na pala siya.
Vlogger na ako. Musunod sa yakap. Ay, yakap? Yapak. Do you know what yakap means?
Yakap means hug. And what's yapak mean?
Yapak na yung tinatapakan mo.
Okay, so if you're a foreigner and you want to get married to a Filipina, there's a few documents you've got to... So if you're a foreigner and you want to get married to your Filipino sweetheart, there are some documents that you need and documents that she needs. So, anong kailangan ng mga Filipina, Shanta? Ipaliwanag mo para sa mga Pilipina. Spotlight is on you now, Shanta, and go!
Yung pwede pag ginawa ka nito. If you're a Filipina, you need 4 things. First, kailangan mo ng cedula. Second, Senomar or Certificate of No Marriage para siguradong hindi ka married. Kailangan mo din ng barangay clearance.
As an Aussie, you need to book an appointment via the website philippines.embassy.gov.au. Appointment in person with the embassy is best. That's what I did. It was just quick and easy. You can do it like via courier. You can do it through a third party, but I prefer just to go get it over and done with because it's a lot faster if you go in person. What you need to bring to your appointment is this. You need a completed CNI form, which is a Certificate of No Impediment application form. You can get that off the same website. You need a passport, but if you don't have your passport, you can use your birth certificate, although, if you're in the Philippines, you'd have a passport. If you've been divorced or annulled before, you need proof of that, proof of the termination of the marriage, the annulment, whatever it is. And you also need to bring a valid ID of the woman you're going to marry. You'll have to pay fees to get the Certificate of No Impediment. It'll cost it cost me, 4,937 pesos, which is about 126 bucks or something like that. Once you've got all this stuff, go to the embassy, do your appointment. It takes about 20 minutes. You just sit down and wait basically for them to give you your certificate. This is what I did. This is what Shanta did. We got all these, certificates and things like that. And then what you have to do after that is you've got to go to the municipal hall or barangay hall of the place of birth of your wife. Diba, pumunta tayo dun sa Caligara, sa municipal hall dun. Diba? We're applying for our marriage license on Valentine's Day.
Pakita Tita Risa.
Yan, nagpipicture man hira.
I-edit ko na lang ito.
Hindi pwedeng yung isa lang.
Hindi ba?
Kasi ako na masasabi.
Sige.
kasi mag-attend kayo ng seminar. So, 2 seminar yun. Yung isa, population control. Tapos yung isa...
Yung isa? How to have a healthy marriage or something?
Yes. something like
Something
that.
like that, I don't know. And it's all in Tagalog. You go to the municipal hall together, you apply for your license together.
You can go to the municipal hall and ask sa SCED ng Popcon tsaka yung isang seminar para alam mo na kung anong days kayo pwedeng mag-seminar. But before kayo mag-seminar, kailangan complete na yung mga requirements nyo.
Tama. In the Philippines, you can't marry anyone under 18, and I would hope no Australian would want to come to the Philippines to marry someone under 18. Although a lot of people thought you were under 18 when I posted that proposal video.
Kasi maliit
Pabebe
ako at
kasi.
saka pabebe. Joke
Pabebeng
lang.
maliit.
Hindi kasi pag masaya ako, parang yung voice ko nag-hike up. So parang, gano'n.
Parang
So,
naging
nila.
pabebe ka.
At saka
Basta
yung
masaya
kilos
ka.
ko. Pag may problema ako, hindi na ako pabebe.
If the girl you're going to marry is between the age of 18 to 21, you've got to get written permission from their parents or legal guardian. If you're a foreigner living in the Philippines, I'd highly suggest you learn the language kasi in my experience, mas madali ang lahat pag marunong ka mag-Tagalog. Dahil nagtatagalog or nagwawaray ka, mas nagiging malapit ang loob ng tao sa inyo.
Kasi kung mag-i-English pa, minsan di namin na-relay yung gusto talaga naming sabihin in English. Kasi iba talaga pag sariling wika.
Tama. Filipino weddings are the best. It was so good to have all my family there. They flew over from Australia to come and join the wedding. And first we got married in the Cebu temple, and we went over to Chateau de Busay to have the reception. Just to recap about everything you need to do to get married. First of all, your Filipina needs a cedula, sinomar, barangay clearance from the municipal hall, and a seminar on birth population control. The Australian needs to book an appointment with the embassy and bring a completed CNI application form that you can print out from the website, passport or your birth certificate, and then a valid ID of your intended spouse. Once you get the certificate of no impediment from the Australian embassy, you and your Filipina partner go to the municipal hall where she was born, and there you apply for your marriage license. Your marriage license is valid for 120 days after you get it, so you got to get married within that period.
After applying for your marriage license, there will be a 10 days posting. So, kailangan yung mag-antay kasi titingnan nila kung walang magrereklamo, ganyan. After 10 days, so kasi yung nangyari sa amin, inuna namin yung SCED sa temple. At saka, nag-preserve na kami sa temple, sa venue, ganun. May date na talaga kami. Tapos, hindi namin in-anticipate yung 10 days posting. So, medyo kinakabahan na kasi baka hindi umabot. I think mas maganda talaga if pumunta kayo sa municipal hall, tapos magtanong kayo doon kung sino yung makakatulong sa inyo if you want to get married. Kasi mas ma-explain nila lahat ng mga kailangan nyo ng mas mabuti.
Bakit? Hindi tayo nag-explain ng mabuti?
Mabuti naman, pero minsan kasi nakaka-overwhelm na parang madaming gagawin. Pero ang pinakaunang magandang gawin talaga, pumunta ka sa munisipyo, tsaka magtanong ka doon.
And then you can go and get married!
Good luck on your preparation to get married. I hope makuha nyo yung mga kailangan nyo.
That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you if you want to get married to a Filipina. And Duanta talaga. Shanta and I want to hear from you. If you don't comment on our videos, you just watch them. We want to see your comments. We want to get to know who's subscribing to our channel, what kind of videos to make, kung ano yung gusto nyo. If you have something that you want us to do, type Dear Duanta in the comments with your thing that you want us to do after it, di ba? Maraming salamat sa lahat ng nanonood sa mga video namin ni Shanta. Until next time, Duanta.